Star Wars as a franchise at Disney has been in quite a mess the last 10, 15 years, obviously, but I feel like there's a way we could course correct this in the next few years. Let's talk about it. Disney, Lucasfilm. Man, he really stained the franchise in the fandom here. Obviously people have been talking about this for years now. I don't really want to beat a dead horse. I want to talk about something that could be positive going into 2025 for Star Wars in Disney here, because I love Star Wars. I'm a fan. I want to see this franchise do well. I want to see good content be created for something that I've loved since I was a little kid. So what they could do, I feel like they could kind of, now I don't want to get too crazy about where they could go, like saying they should take the sequel trilogy and Acolyte out of canon and stuff like that. I don't want to go that crazy, even though I would love for that to be the case. I want to create some actual good ways that Disney can navigate through more of a successful franchise here with Star Wars. And we have these movies announced. We got the Rey movie, we got the Mando movie, we got a couple other rumored ones that we really don't know if they're coming out or not. So we've got quite a few movies coming out in the next 5-10 years. And some of those are delayed, like infamously, the Rey movie has been delayed like a year or two, which is crazy. Who knows what's going on with that? The Mando movie, it's pretty much still on track, I think, from what I last read. Still coming out next year, so I feel like if the Mando movie is good, which I hope it is, I feel like that's something that could set us back on course. And if they just focus on one or two shows and not try and greenlight all this different stuff that really nobody cares about. I mean, how many people really wanted to see The Acolyte? I mean, come on. I know it's kind of a cool idea, The Acolyte and everything like that, but just look at the execution. Look at the budget. That show had, like close to a $300 million budget or something crazy like that. I feel like just focusing on characters that we as the fans actually want to see shows on Disney Plus, like in Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2. You would think we would have word on that by now. It's been close to 3 years and nothing. I mean, Ewan McGregor is ready to go. The cast wants to go do another season. And he's really passionate about the Obi-Wan character. He really loves playing him, and he does a damn good job at it. So why not just go into an Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2? You really have nothing to lose. It's not like you're trying to greenlight another Acolyte Season 2 here. It's freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader in the years leading up to the original trilogy. I mean, how much more can you lose? It's not like the original season did terrible. It didn't do amazing, but it did pretty well. Even though there was the crazy reception with Reva and stuff like that. But there's still something there that they could course correct and improve on, and they could just knock out the park and it would make them so much money. And the fact that they haven't done that yet is pretty alarming to me. It seems pretty obvious. You have this big character like Obi-Wan that so many people care about. Why not just take the risk, either do another season or hell, do another movie on him? Maybe take inspiration from that original script that they were going to do years ago. They can't really do too much with it now, considering a lot of the stuff they've already negated or just totally discarded some of those characters like Darth Maul, but they could still take certain elements of it, like Commander Cody and watching over Luke and stuff like that. So I really feel like another Obi-Wan centered series or movie would be pretty great if they handle it well and write a good story. And Ahsoka Season 2, I hope that's great, because Season 1 kind of fell off for me. I just want them to hone in on what makes Ahsoka a great character in the first place. Hit us with that nostalgia factor with Clone Wars, prequel era stuff. Hit us with that Rebels storylines that we need to pick up on, and just make it good, and don't try to make it stupid. I don't know, man. And since we're talking about the prequels and the Clone Wars, why not just do a live action Clone Wars series on Disney Plus, or just a full-fledged movie or trilogy? I mean, again, what do you have to lose here, Disney? You're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Clone Wars is probably the biggest era of Star Wars ever besides OT. And that's what people love right now. That's what people want to see. You look at the toys and the merchandise, that's mostly where everything is heading in, is prequel era and Clone Wars era stuff. You look at the Black Series toy line, you look at Hot Toys, all this other stuff. It's like a lot of it is prequel era and Clone Wars stuff. It's not dominated by OT anymore, and it's certainly not getting much love from sequel trilogy or some of the newer stuff that Disney is making, like Acolyte. So why not just pander to the nostalgia and the hype that's surrounding prequel era stuff right now and greenlight a prequel era series, whether it's Clone Wars or following some other character or just doing a trilogy in movie theaters. Like, imagine getting a Clone Wars movie trilogy in theaters. You know, you get to follow certain battles that we don't have much info on or that we don't know about, follow some stuff that Kit Fisto or Plo Koon were doing around that time, or just missions that we don't know about with Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka that haven't been covered yet. Because there's years of content that we don't know about from the Clone Wars that can still be covered and done, whether it's animation, live action, or whatever. Like, my bet and what I would hope for the most is a movie series. But if it needs to be a show, so be it. It still would be amazing. But I feel like bringing the prequel era back in some way other than just nostalgia bait or a scene here and there in a Disney Plus show really needs to happen, because a lot of these people are still alive. They still want to do stuff with the prequels, and why wait any longer? I mean, we're kind of running out of time here. They have the de-aging technology if they really need to. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me. And if it was regular Lucasfilm with George Lucas and stuff, I'm sure we probably would have gotten more prequel era, Clone Wars era stuff at this point. It's really unfortunate, but hey, I guess that's just what we're living in right now. But those are just a couple options in terms of where we could go from here that I think fans would really enjoy, and it would just make Disney a lot of money and be a bit more happy with Star Wars in general. And of course, with the Rey movie, they could still course correct that and just make it a good story and a character that people actually like and can relate to more. But who knows with that. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about Disney's Star Wars the last few years? And how do you think they can course correct it to where people actually care more about it again and it makes Disney money again? All my social medias are linked down below, including my email if you want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or regular display shelves in your homes. You could either hit me up on any of my social media accounts or just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!